Good morning. The next part is sufficient conditions for analytic function. The theorem which provides sufficient conditions for analytic function. Let us consider f of z is function of complex variables. It is analytic given by u plus I delta z is equal to u is function of x and y delta u plus I delta y delta v. We know that this function will be analytic if it obeys the CR conditions. F of z plus delta z will be given by u plus iv plus delta u plus r delta. Remember that u is function of x and y, v is function of x and y. Delta u is corresponding to u of dou u by dou x into delta x plus dou u by dou y into delta y. V corresponding to delta v corresponding to v of delta dou v by dou x into delta x plus dou v by dou y into delta y. If we replace this by u of x y, this by v of x y, this by partial differentiation of u with respect to x and y, this by partial differentiation of v with respect to x and y. One thing. Second thing, the Taylor series is obeyed by these partial differentials. So this f of z plus delta z may simply be written as u of xy plus dou u by dou x delta x plus dou u by dou y delta y plus dash dash plus I into v of xy plus dou v by dou x into delta x plus dou v by dou y into delta y plus dash dash. If we ignore second and higher orders of differentials and we stick only to the given function and first order of differentiation, f of z plus delta z may further be written as u of xy plus I v of xy. This function u plus iv is nothing but u of xy plus I v of xy. Delta u is this dou u by dou x into delta x plus dou u by dou y into delta y. Ig is function of x and y. Delta V is this dou V by dou x into delta x plus dou V by dou y into delta y. V is also function of x and y. Plus in other bracket I can have these terms dou u by dou x delta x plus dou u by dou y delta y plus I into this I will be there. I have to use one I here also. This I is common to all because it is before V. So I into dou V by dou x delta x plus dou V by dou y delta y. Let us take terms of x in one bracket, terms of y in other bracket, and let us write this as f of z u plus iv. That is u of x plus I, v of x y is f of z. And therefore, let me write f of z plus delta z is equal to, this is f of z plus dou u by dou x into delta x plus I times this part dou v by dou x into delta x in one bracket plus this term dou u by dou y into delta y plus I into this term dou v by dou y into delta y. This is nothing but f of z plus delta z minus f of z, it is taken to this side, is equal to delta x can be taken common, so it will be dou u by dou x plus I dou v by dou x into delta x plus dou u by dou y plus I dou v by dou y into delta y. Okay, this is further. What is the f dash of z? F dash of z is this divided by delta z. Limit delta z tends to 0 f of z plus delta z minus f of z divided by delta z. This is for the limit delta z tends to 0. Now write this one dou u by dou x plus I dou v by dou x into delta x plus dou u by dou y plus I dou v by dou y into delta y, this whole divided by delta z. This whole divided by delta z. Let it be equation number 1. Then we have these CR conditions. What are these CR conditions? Dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. So for this dou v by dou y, let us put dou u by dou x, and for this dou u by dou y, let us put minus dou u by dou x. If we do this here, this equation will be for the limit delta z tends to 0, dou u by dou x plus I dou v by dou x into delta x plus dou u by dou y is to be replaced by minus dou v by dou x plus I into dou v by dou y is to be replaced by dou u by dou x into delta y, and it is all divided by delta z. This is for the let us take I common from these two terms. So this will be limit delta z tends to 0, dou u by dou x plus I dou v by dou x delta x plus I is taken common. So if I is taken common, it will be simply I dou v by dou x. As I is taken common here, it will be simply plus dou u by dou x I dy. Dou u by dou x, dou u by dou x, I dou u by dou x, I dou u by dou x. This can be taken from this whole divided by delta z. This is equal to limit delta z tends to 0, dou u by dou x plus I dou v by dou x divided by delta z into in the bracket delta x plus I delta y, delta x plus I delta y. Z is equal to x plus I y, delta z is equal to delta x plus I delta y. So this delta x plus delta I delta y is delta z. This get cancelled, and finally what we have is simply dou u by dou x plus I dou v by dou x as f dash of x. This is along x-axis. In the next article, in the last article, I think I told something different. Along x-axis, what is changing? Distance from y-axis is changing. When we move along x-axis, distance from y-axis is changing. So x-coordinate is changing, y-coordinate is remaining 0. So this is equation along the real axis. What will be equation along the, it is f of z. What will be the equation along the real axis, imaginary axis? It will be f dash of z is equal to, what to do for this? For this we need to put dou v by dou y, and for this we need to put dou v by dou y. If we do these things, what equation we get is dou u by dou y minus I dou v by dou y. We shall follow the same procedure. Instead of replacing y by x as you have done here, We may replace this xx by y. Dou u by dou x will be replaced by dou v by dou y, and this minus dou v by dou x will be replaced by dou u by dou y, and finally we will get dou u by dou y minus I dou v by dou y. This is differentiation along real axis. This is differentiation along imaginary axis, and we find that the analytic function is differentiable along real axis as well as along imaginary axis. And few more things we are needed to remember here about the CR conditions. What are the CR conditions? I told dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y, and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dx, dou v by dou x. These conditions are known as CR conditions. These conditions are not sufficient conditions for the analytic function. These conditions will be sufficient conditions for the analytic function if the partial differentials are continuous. CR conditions may not be sufficient conditions for the analytic function. CR conditions will be sufficient conditions for the analytic function if the partial differentials are continuous. This is about the sufficient condition for analytic function, and let us go to the problem on analytic function. As I told, if a function is analytic in a domain D, then and u and v are functions of x and y, then u and v satisfy the CR conditions. If a function is analytic in a domain D and u and v are functions of x and v, u and v satisfy the CR conditions. CR conditions are not sufficient conditions for the analytic function, and CR conditions will be sufficient conditions for the analytic function if the partial differentials are continuous. So this is about the analytic function, and two theorems, one stating necessary conditions which are the CR conditions, other explaining the sufficient conditions. These conditions will be if a function is analytic in a given domain D, then u and v satisfy the CR conditions. CR conditions are necessary but not sufficient for the analytic functions. Second thing. Third thing, CR conditions will be necessary and sufficient if the partial differentials are continuous. So remember these things about the sufficient conditions for analytic function. And let's go to the problem. The problem is determine whether 1 by z is analytic or not. Whether the video is on? Yes, it is on. So let us go to the problem. First problem. Determine whether one by z is analytic determine whether 1 by z is analytic or not. So let us try to determine this. We are given f of z is equal to 1 by z, and we are asked to determine whether 1 by z is analytic or not. Z is a complex variable, so this should be 1 divided by x plus iy. It can be simplified further as 1 divided by x plus iy into x minus iy divided by x minus iy compared in the dividend, and this is for the x minus iy divided by a plus b into a minus b. It will be a square plus b square, x square plus y square. Why it is x square plus y square plus I into minus I square. I square is minus plus. So 1 by z is nothing but x minus iy divided by x square plus y square. We are asked to determine whether 1 by z is analytic. The conditions for a function to determine whether a function is analytic or not is the CR conditions. So let us get the CR conditions. First CR condition is do u by dx. Yes. Do u by dx is equal to, what is y? What is u is x divided by x square plus y square. What is v? It is y divided by x square plus y square. Even you can have here minus I. And so we have here do u by dx is x square plus y square into differentiation of x is 1 minus x into differentiation of this is 2x divided by x square plus y square whole square. This is equal to x square plus y square minus 2x square divided by x square plus y square bracket square. So it will simply y square minus s square. Minus 2x square plus x square will get cancelled, and what left is y square minus x square divided by x square plus y square bracket square. Equation number 1. Okay, then let us go for do u by do y. That is x square plus y square into 0 differentiation of x with respect to y is 0 minus by x square plus y square bracket square. This has become 0, and here we got, this is what, dou u by dou x equation 1. This is minus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square is equal to dou u by dou y equation number. Then let us go for dou v by dou x. Dou v by dou x is equal to this one. X square plus y square into 0 minus dou v by dou x. Yes, differentiation of iy is 0 minus iy into 2x whole divided by x square plus y square whole square. This will become 0. What left is minus 2 ixy divided by x square plus y square. So here I can write minus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square is equal to dou v by dou x equation number 3. And finally dou v by dou y. Dou v by dou y is equal to x square plus y square into differentiation of minus iy is minus I minus iy into 2y differentiation of this divided by x square plus y square bracket square. Minus x square plus y square x to be squared minus I. Okay, this is for the x square plus y square minus plus x square plus y square bracket square. One of these two will go away and we will have y square minus x square I times divided by x square plus y square bracket square, and this is what? Dou v by dou y. Equation number 2. And what are CR conditions? Let us use these CR conditions. Dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y. Dou dou u by dou x is here. Dou v by dou y is here. Except this I. Dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y. Okay. If we ignore this I, this is verified. First condition. Second condition, you don't touch the I because it comes just by imagination. Next condition, dou v by dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. Let's see where are these. Dou u by dou y minus 2xy. Dou v by dou x. Except this r. Dou v by dou y. Transfer this minus sign to this side. So that will be simply this minus may not come here. Yes, this will not come here, and it will be simply dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. As these two CR conditions are satisfied after getting du by dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, dou v by dou x, and dou u by dou y, these two CR conditions, Cauchy-Riemann conditions, are satisfied for the function 1 by z. Therefore, 1 by z should be analytic function. Only you have to do one thing is ignore this I. Consider u is equal to x divided by x square plus y square. V is equal to minus y divided by x square plus y square. Practice this problem. And you will get these conditions. Dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y, and dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. If we work out the same thing as w is equal to 1 by z, then delta w is equal to minus 1 by z square. And we find that 1 by z is analytic function. It is analytic everywhere except at z is equal to 0, it is not analytic. This function is analytic everywhere except at z is equal to 0, it is not analytic. This is about the first problem. Let us try to go for the second problem on analytic functions, and it is there here. For the analyticity, next problem for the test the analyticity. Test the analyticity of W is equal to sin z and hence derive problem. Test the analyticity of the function w is equal to sin z and hence derive that d by dz of sin z is cos z. Think how to perform this. Let us use the same principle we used in the earlier problem, and what we have here, f of z is equal to sin z. What is z? Z is a complex function x plus iy. Therefore, sin z will be equal to sin x plus iy. That is nothing but sin x cos hyperbolic y plus I into cos x sin hyperbolic y. Remember the hyperbolic term. Sin x plus iy is sin x cos ix. Cos ix is cos hyperbolic y plus cos ix, that is cos x into sin ix, that is I sin hyperbolic y. Let us consider this is u, this is v. Now we are not going to consider this I here, as we have considered this I in the last problem. There was misunderstanding in solving the problem at many places. So we shall consider this only for imagination, as imaginary part. Because w is equal to u plus iv. So u is this, I will be as it is, this will be v. Keeping this in mind, u is equal to sin x cos hyperbolic y, v is equal to cos x sin hyperbolic y. Let us find the CR conditions. First we shall move for du by dx. So it will be cos x into sin hyperbolic y. Sin hyperbolic y will be constant with respect to x. Equation number 4. Then let us move for du by dy. For y, x will be constant. So it will be sin x sin hyperbolic y. Differentiation of cos hyperbolic y is sin hyperbolic y. Equation 2. Du by dx is cos x sin hyperbolic y. Du by dy is sin x sin hyperbolic y. Then let us go for dou v by dou x. V is this. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x into sin hyperbolic x. Sin hyperbolic x will be constant. Equation number 3. And dou v by dou y is equal to cos x will be constant with respect to y, like this identities, into differentiation of sin hyperbolic y is cos hyperbolic. Equation number 4. What are these CR conditions? Dou u by dou x is equal to dou v by dou y. Dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. Let us see these conditions here. Dou u by dou x, it is here, cos x sin hyperbolic y. Dou v by dou y, cos x cos hyperbolic y. Dou u by dou x, cos x, it is cos hyperbolic y, constant. Use sin x cos hyperbolic y. So simply it is cos hyperbolic. Dou u by dou x is sin x is only differentiable, cos hyperbolic y is constant. So it is cos x into cos hyperbolic y. Dou u by dou y sin x into sin hyperbolic y. Correct. Dou v by dou x, cos x is only differentiable, that is minus sin x, sin hyperbolic y as it is. After that, dou v by dou y, cos x will be constant with respect to y, differentiation of sin hyperbolic y is cos hyperbolic y. Now compare. Dou u by dou x in equation 1, dou v by dou y in equation 3. Dou v by dou y. No, in equation 4. Compare 1 and 4. Dou u by dou x, dou v by dou y. Dou u by dou x, dou v by dou y. Cos x, cos hyperbolic y, cos x, cos hyperbolic y. This condition is verified. Then, dou u by dou y is equal to minus dou v by dou x. Dou u by dou y, dou v by dou x. Sin x, sin hyperbolic y, minus sin x, sin hyperbolic y. So from 2 and 3, this condition is also verified. So the conditions, CR conditions for the function w is equal to sin z or f of z is equal to sin z are verified. As CR conditions are verified for f of z is equal to sin z, it means that sin z is analytic function. Then we are asked to show this, and to show this we have to go further. D by dz of sin z, which is sin x cos hyperbolic y plus cos x sin hyperbolic y. This is nothing but simply d by dx of sin x cos hyperbolic y plus cos x sin hyperbolic y, and this is equal to cos x cos hyperbolic y minus sin x, I is here, put this I this, sin x sin hyperbolic. Cos A cos B minus I sin A sin B. This is nothing but cos Z. So d by dz of sin Z is equal to cos Z is proved. This is about the second problem. Here we are asked to verify whether sin Z is analytic. First thing. Second thing, we are also asked to find d by dz of sin Z is constant. We have shown this here. And I think one more problem is there. You do this at home. Show that the function e to the power x into cos y plus I sin y is analytic. Problem number 3, you to solve at home. Show that the function e to the power x into cos y plus I sin y is analytic. Find derivative of this. Find derivative of this. First show whether this function is analytic, and after that find derivative of this function. This is about the analytic function. It is a somewhat lengthy article, but all the things are solved. Hope you got all the things. If you have any ambiguity regarding the article or the problem, you can interact with me. Thank you.